Here, Lauren Johnson of Stanton after her team's 4-set win over Sidney. Lauren, I know the first set didn't go the way you guys wanted, but in control after that. Just tell me about tonight's win.
We just worked really well as a team. We just kept pushing. We knew that we had to go point by point, and we just knew Sidney was a great team. We just had to keep fighting for the win, and we came out on top.
Kind of took one on the chin in that first set, and then they got in control in set 2 as well. What kind of flipped?
Well, we had some bad attitudes at the beginning, and we just flipped it around and just knew we needed to just try our best and work together as a team, and it worked out for us.
When you took set 2, was there kind of the sense of like, hey, now it's even, this is the best 2 out of 3, we feel like we're the better team, let's go get it? I mean, what was kind of the thought after you guys rallied in set 2?
Yep, we just had to remember, 0-0, we just go point by point, and we just knew we had to fight and just keep working hard.
I think 15 kills for you tonight to lead the way offensively. What are your thoughts on your performance and overall the team performance offensively?
I think my team just plays a great role in my performance. I think the passes and sets and just everyone and just the whole atmosphere is just awesome. I think we have a great back row, great setters, and just everybody just makes our team one.
Yeah, what were the shots that you were getting to? What were the things that you were seeing that allowed you to have offensive success tonight?
I was just seeing the court really well. My setters were telling me where to go. My back row was just awesome, and just overall, everyone was just communicating very well.
Another win. You guys have played kind of a tough schedule and are got to be feeling pretty good. Just kind of what are the thoughts right now?
I think we do have a pretty tough schedule. We have a great conference, and I think we're just going to be pushed in every game. No game is given to us. Thank you.
Here, Stanton head coach Jody Druvengay after a 4-set win over Sidney. Coach, I know set 1 didn't go the way you guys wanted, but it looked like once you got settled in set 2, able to control the match. Just what are the thoughts on tonight?
Very, very proud of the girls. Set 1 was messy. It was just, I don't know, we were just kind of out of system. We were out of sorts. We were just doing things that we really never see the girls do. We've seen them come out of some holes before, and so we just went into the locker room between sets and said, hey, new day, new game, let's get moving. And they just seemed to put things behind them and just kept going in that second, third, and fourth set. Sidney didn't make anything easy, and they never do. They're always a good ball club, and we just had to keep working hard and never let down. You cannot let down with Sidney.
Set 2 didn't start great either. Down 17-10 and then able to rally. What kind of flipped there?
Well, I think it was just the girls' desire not to be too down going into a third set. I think they started communicating better. I think they started, their mindset was a little bit different, and we saw them chattering to each other more. And they're a group that really feeds off of each other, and they know that, and they just function better when there's a lot of energy going on. And so, our bench got them all pumped up. Our crowd was great tonight. And, little by little, we just kept chipping away at the lead that Sidney had and, came out on top.
And then able to control sets 3 and 4 to close it. Well, what'd you like?
Well, it's nice to see production from all the different players out there. We had a couple gals that we had subbed in, and then they'd played about 2 sets, and then we had a couple more that came in on that 4th set. And I think what we liked the most is they just all contributed and stayed very positive out there. But I think just as a whole, how the girls work together. They're just a fun bunch of kiddos, and they really do enjoy their time together. And you can just tell that, in between games and at, timeouts, they're always encouraging each other. And so, it's impressive to me that they just don't get down. They don't get down. They just keep believing. And it's just fun to see that.
Lauren and Kyla kind of led the way offensively tonight in their spots. Speak to what you saw from them.
Lauren was a little slow to get started tonight. She told me after the first set, she said, I'm just a little off, I'll be fine. And she's a kiddo that, when she says that, you just leave her alone, because she's going to, she just needs to sort some things out on her own, and which obviously she did. Once she gets going, she gets going. She's a kid with a ton of energy and just a super, super positive kiddo. So I think once she got on a roll, I mean, she was doing a lot of great things out there. She really was. She's a 6 rotation player. I mean, we rely on her a lot in serve receive. We rely a lot from her on defense. And of course, when she's on that front line, we want her hitting the ball. And she's a kid with a lot of quirky moves, and so she can get to balls that others find it harder to get to.
7 wins now. I mean, some teams haven't played 7 matches. Kind of, how are you feeling at the moment?
We feel pretty good. We never get ahead of ourselves. I mean, it's day to day, and that's just the game of volleyball. We do a lot of big tournaments. We're on the road almost every weekend at a tournament. And so we have to really kind of watch the girls and, take some time off if we need to. I think years ago when I was first coaching, I thought that you just didn't take time off. And now we realize that sometimes rest is the best thing for the girls. But they have, they've just really been doing a very, very nice job with our schedule. We played quad on Monday night. Tonight, this game, and on Saturday we're at the Glenwood tournament, and last Saturday we were at the Lewis Central tournament, and so they're very committed to the sport that they enjoy, and we're very grateful of that because they're willing to put in that time.